Hello, hello. I made it. I'm here at the History Museum in La Laguna in Tenerife, and I wanted to come here for a while because apparently they have the maps of Van Buch. He was one of the naturalists in the early 1800s, and here is one of his maps, and the one from La Palma is over there as well. So I've been here before a few years ago, but this was prior to me recording things. So here is Van Buch's map, the original Van Buch's map from 1815 or something. Yes, 1815, Leopold Van Buch. It's published in French, and here is the map. And he was very interested in calderas, and let's see whether I get this a little better. Yes, I also probably need a little bit of light. I'll take care of this in a minute. So here we have the Caldera de Las Cañadas, and he mapped this already some 200 years ago. And here is the Dorsales, the northeast drift zone, and here's the Anaga Massif, which has deeper erosion. So he pictured this quite well with the deep barrancos that he shows here, and the more flat topography here, and Teide, the peak, being in the center here, Pico de Teide. And then he has the deep barrancos in the south. So let's move over to the La Palma map, and it's here. Here it is. Oh my God, I'm quite nervous actually. So here's the La Palma map, and this is the map of La Palma by Leopold Van Buch as well. And he believed in craters of elevation. He believed that these craters would form when material is doming up, and it would shift the material and tilt it on the flanks. So he didn't want to see it as a volcano where the layers are deposited on top. The inclined layers, his view, were originally flat-lying basaltic material that was then pushed to the side to become inclined. Well, while details of this model are of course not entirely accurate, the concepts have helped dramatically to move us forward in science. So here is the Caldera de Taburiente, and this is the place where the term caldera was coined. He used the Spanish word for pot because it was a deep depression, like a giant pot, and this is what he called the caldera. So intriguingly, this area here is the Bejenado area. This is actually not part of the caldera. This is post-caldera. The real caldera kind of comes out here. So in this part here. So, and the new volcano grew around about this area here. And the ridge is not quite as long as it is in reality, but we have to admit he was mapping this 200 years ago. And this was quite a feat. So let's see, I think I can open the window here. So yes. So hopefully we get a little bit more light. So this is the Van Buch maps, and I'm gonna study them in a little bit more detail in a few minutes. But there's also a number of other maps. Here is one from 1600. And there's also several old Dutch maps I'm interested in, and they show the Canary Islands here, the Fortunate Isles. So because they are considered particularly nice in terms of climate. And here's another kind of depiction of the Fortunate Isles. So let's see, there's some of the old Dutch maps in these cabinets I remember. Yes, and here it is. So let's see whether I get this. Groot Canaria, Gran Canaria, Tenerife, and this is, I'm not entirely sure of the year when this was done. I'll find out later. But this is from the times when the Dutch were one of the leading seafaring nations. And here we have Fuerteventura, Lanzarote, and this is one of the gorgeous old maps. So let's see. Ha! Wow. This looks even older. Again, I need to check out the exact age. But this shows the Mediterranean, it shows Africa, and it shows Africa, particularly northern Africa, with Egypt here. And the Arabian Peninsula, and of course it shows the Canary Islands just over here. Tiny little set of islands, and it actually starts to give some climate zones here. So here is different climate areas given. So whoa, I'm impressed. So I will spend a little bit of time here now, and let's see what is there as well. There's another rather intriguing map, and it's a map of Tenerife. Oh, the light is not very good, so maybe I need to close the window again after all. But yeah, so beautiful old maps here, and a whole room full of them. So, and I shall delve in there now and enjoy the old cartography work that is stored here. The museum is tasked with archiving these maps, and this is a wonderful place to spend half a day, I think, before I'm gonna meet Juan Carlos in the afternoon. Okay, all the very best. Thank you so much, and hope to have you again very soon.